Richard Morecroft. Welcome to Letters and Numbers, the show where two contestants flex their words and show off their well-toned equations. And nobody works out an equation better than mathematician Lily Serna.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, Lily. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling really good. I'm actually really curious about the pearls of wisdom David might come up with. I can feel it's going to be something really interesting.
I'm sure it will be. Welcome, Lily. And let's not forget the Charles Atlas of the dictionary, David Astle. Gotta be careful, you sprain a bicep there.
That's right, I might.
So, David, Lily just mentioned pearls of wisdom. You share the occasional one with us?
Well, coming up, there's more pearls, but in fact, one little word, just as a pearl teaser, is the word keshi, K-E-S-H-I, and it is Japanese for poppy seed, and it describes those lovely little pearls that you get from the Tahitian area. So, a lovely little appetizer.
A seriously tiny pearl, but bigger pearls a little later. Well, welcome, David.
Thank you.
And not forgetting, of course, the very reason that this show exists, our two contestants. And our first contestant tonight is James Foe. James is a third-year medical student who pays his way by cycle advertising. Hello, James, and welcome.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Cycle advertising. So do you cycle around and pull one of those billboards behind you?
Yeah, it's pretty big, and in the wind it's pretty annoying, but it's one of my better part-time jobs because, you know, it has all my favorite things like wearing lycra, riding bikes, and of course, getting paid.
It sounds like a great way to earn a little bit of money to support your studies. And ready to challenge James is Rob Mould, a retired IT consultant who has recently gone back to university to study a Bachelor of Business and Financial Planning, where he sat his first exam in 40 years. Welcome, Rob. Did it feel a little bit strange going back to university after all that time?
Stressful, actually, and but I had to do something to keep the brain going. After working for 39 years, I couldn't just play golf and other relaxing pursuits. I had to do something for the brain as well.
And your first exam in 40 years, how did you go?
I topped it.
Ah, that's what we like to hear. Very nice. Well, that certainly suggests there's going to be some hot competition between, let's face it, two students tonight. So please welcome our two muscle men of mental challenges, James Foe and Rob Mould. So straight into our first game of the night, the letters game, where the aim is to try to make the longest word possible in 30 seconds. Once 9 letters are selected, the time starts. And James, would you make the first selection for us tonight, please?
Hi Lily, can I please have a consonant first?
Thank you, James. Let's start today with an N.
Okay, and a vowel.
O.
And another vowel, thank you.
E.
One more vowel.
I.
A consonant, thank you.
L.
And another one.
S.
A third.
C.
One more.
D.
And a vowel, thanks.
And finishing with an A.
Thank you, Lily. Here's the clock. So our first word for the night, James, how did you go?
I got 6.
6 for you. What about you, Rob?
I had 6 as well.
What was yours?
I had cloned.
And yours, James?
Lances.
Lances. Can you spell that for us?
L-A-N-C-E-S.
Sounds good to me, David.
Yes, both perfect. Great start for both players. There's a couple of tricky 8s lurking here, and possibly the most common is celadons. C-E-L-A-D-O-N-S.
Sounds as though it should be something to do with colour, isn't it?
It is actually. It's a type of green, and it describes those glazed green pots that we get from China. It's a French word, but it's actually Chinese porcelain.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So 6 points each. Great start for both James and Rob.
Slow down.
Let's keep going with those letters challenges. And this time, Rob, would you choose some, please?
Hi, Lily. Could you start with a vowel, please?
Certainly. Thank you, Rob. Let's start with a U.
And another one, please.
E.
And a third one, please.
I.
Now try a consonant. Thanks, Lily.
T.
And another consonant.
P.
And a third one, please.
S.
And a fourth one.
N.
And a vowel, please.
O.
And another vowel, please.
And lastly, E.
30 seconds from now.
So much for a bloody turn. Shall we do it again? Okay. Turn. Slow down. Around it.
Well, Rob, after your first letter selection, how did you go?
I had 6, Richard.
And James,
I also had 6
what was your 6, please?
points.
And yours, Rob?
Exactly the same, 6 points.
Could you verify with each other, please? So, just the same number of points over here, David.
Well, 6 points for 2 points, if you understand what I mean. And my daughter does ballet, so I also know that points can carry an E. It describes the tips of the toe. That's a possible 7, and so is peonies, the flowers, which actually comes from the Greek physicians of the gods, peon.
Very nice indeed. 6 points each, once again, for James and Rob. Well, very even scoring on the letters. Let's see if that changes for the numbers. James, would you like to choose some for us, please?
Yeah, can I please grab 6 small numbers?
6 small numbers.
Oh, a very
I don't
brave
think
choice.
I don't think we've ever had that. 6 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, starting with 1, 7, 5, 10, 3, and 4. And our target to reach and a nice large 708.
Tough challenge, 30 seconds.
Slow down. Turning speed.
Well, James, you made a big call with 6 small numbers. How did you go?
I think it may have backfired.
What was it?
No, I've got nothing.
You're not there. Oh, okay. What about you, Rob?
I missed as well.
Well, yes, it certainly was a big call with those 6 numbers. It's a very tough one.
Absolutely, Richard. This one's got me stumped.
Yes, pretty tough, and no score to either James or Rob. That means they're both still level pegging on 12 points each. As we move towards our first break and our first word mix, and it is snore lap. And the clue, this one is private. Back after the break.